Late last week, Matt Gaetz premiered his new show on the One America News Network, much to the surprise of pretty much everybody. I mean, after the House Ethics Report came out, accusing Matt Gaetz of all kinds of horrific activity, a lot of people kind of thought, okay, there's no way this guy's going to show his face again, especially not immediately on TV in primetime. And we were kind of right. Because Matt Gaetz didn't necessarily show us his face. He showed us an overly Botoxed, expressionless thing, similar to what he had at the Republican National Convention. But obviously, Gaetz had some work done before premiering his primetime show. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, take a look at the promo that aired shortly before the show came on. Here it is.
Tonight on the Matt Gaetz Show, the battle for the gavel is heating up with a group of GOP holdouts putting a snag in Speaker Mike Johnson's plans. We'll have Representatives Lauren Boebert, Thomas Massie, and Victoria Spartz on to discuss what they expect for Friday's critical vote. Plus, deadly attacks strike New Orleans and the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. We'll have retired Army Colonel and DoD Intel operative Tony Shaffer and retired CIA officer Sam Faddis on for a closer look into what's behind New Year's terror. See you at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Just horrifying, right? I mean, you'd think it was a trailer for Nosferatu, right? But Gaetz did the show. He had on Lauren Boebert, of course, because Boebert's got nothing better to do. Just truly a terrifying looking human being. And the internet noticed. Here's what some users on social media had to say. LOL to whoever did his concealer. Another said, blending! This diva needs blending! Because, of course, his makeup looked horrible. Perhaps he did it himself, I don't know, but dear God, somebody help that man. And then another wrote, however much you might despise Matt Gaetz, his makeup person has you beat. Another said, don't expect Gaetz to tone down anything, especially his lies. And other commenters declared the show sucks and questioned how Gaetz still walked into a job after all the allegations against him. And that, to me, honestly, that's the biggest issue. One America knew what this man had been accused of when they hired him. They saw the ethics report. They had time to basically back out of even airing this show with all of the horrible, there's been no positive Matt Gaetz news in years. And yet, here you go. And it was a complete and total disaster, just like the network deserved. Now, I read you the critiques of others, and I'm going to have to do some critiquing myself. After all, I have spent more than 20 years as a news producer. So I've got some critiques that I think all of these people on the internet missed. First and foremost, the background sucked. You had a standard printed out, pull down background. No movement, very stale, very boring, very not good on camera. I mean, aside obviously from your Botoxed face and your horrible makeup, the background doesn't work for me. Not to mention the fact that it's a city that you're not even in, dude. If you're trying to portray that as Pensacola where you live, we don't have high rises. That's not your city. So maybe pick a background that's either, generic or pick one that represents the city of Pensacola. We've done that plenty of times over the past. Second, his delivery. Horrible, stale, wooden. He's just talking and oh my God. And then you can see his eyes going back and forth, reading the teleprompter. Your producer should not have allowed that promo to go out. They should have said, redo it. Go again. Show a little inflection in your voice. Show some enthusiasm, right? You're kicking off the show. And for the love of God, keep your eyes straight even when you're reading off the teleprompter. You need to know the script enough to where your eyes are not following it left and right. Very obviously reading there something that honestly didn't even need to be read. You could have memorized that, but he didn't. So the producer in me is cringing while watching that. So that, I think, is where we're at. Matt Gaetz' show was an absolute disaster. He looked like a friggin' monster. And if this is the best he's got, I don't expect the Matt Gaetz show to be around for very long. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.